Good morning, good morning, and good morning. It's your boy Ferdinand Brown, Brown Bomb Alert, and it's December 20th already, man. Like, we only got a few more days before we crack off to 2026. A fresh new year, fresh new start, fresh new everything, right? What I want to chime in on about this morning, on this Sunday morning, is your plan may not be God's plan. I'm going to say this again. Your plan may not be God's plan. You may have all this stuff figured out in your head on how things are supposed to be. This is whom I'm supposed to be with. This is the job I'm supposed to have. This is the money I'm supposed to get. And then sometimes God say, you know what? No, that ain't for you. I'm upgrade you with this. I'm gonna upgrade you with that. I'm gonna upgrade you with this promotion, with this situation, or I'm gonna help you, you know, mentally get prepared to run your own business, or I'm gonna get you that partner that's gonna support you, um, whether it's up, down, sideways, upways, or whatever, and not on conditions. Um, so that's what I'm kind of like running into towards the end of 25 or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm planning on trying to do different things, and God has seen it in another way, in another format for me to, like, you know what, erase the old way of you thinking and adopt this new way of moving. And you only move when I tell you to move and how you need to move. So I'm gonna be honest, like me being spiritual, and I love God. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to move when He tell you to move, and sometimes we ignore those signs to move. We ignore them. We ignore them. Like I said, I can be the first to say, or the second or third to say that, I've ignored signs that have already been there, but you choose to work through those red flags and move forward and try to move forward. And then just because your physical flesh agrees with it doesn't mean the spiritual flesh, your spiritual being, agrees with what you're doing. And I'm gonna say this again. Just because your physical flesh agrees with how things look, feel, touch, whatever, doesn't mean the spirit agrees with it. We be so gun-ho on how the flesh feels and not realizing what's feeding my spirit. Is this really feeding my spirit? Is this worth me continuing on, knowing that yes, the flesh feel good, but does my spirit, is it soul food for my spirit? Is it soul food for my spirit? If I'm, and then sometimes you wonder why you're drained, you're mentally drained, you feel like you're not at the best version of yourself because the spirit telling you that ain't where you need to be. That ain't where you need to be. Be where you need to be, where God placed you. God's gonna place you where you need to be. Sometimes you can't force where you need to be. Or sometimes you wonder why things are delayed because you're tied to the wrong things. Like, dang, why I just did this, about 5 months ago, and it just not coming. I mean, it maybe never be on schedule, but always on time. But sometimes those delays happen because you're tied to certain things that no longer serve you, and you're trying to prosper off of old energies that's no longer serving you, because that's not God's plan. Those people, places, and things are no longer God's plan for you. So you must understand that the assignment at hand. You have to follow suit. You have to obey. When He tell you to move, trust me. I could sit there and say, I could tell you about all the spiritual connections and things that happened to me in 2025 that you'd be like, what? Did Pharaoh for real? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you chosen, you know what I'm saying? Like, discernment. I know a lot of people have discernment, but when you chosen, you know what I'm saying, you see things different. When you get those glasses, you see things totally different from the average person. And He only give those to a few. And I ain't talking about from the physical standpoint. I'm talking about from the spiritual. You can see stuff before it happens. Some things may often come to you through dreams. And you might tell somebody that you know spiritually you've done something to me already. You just ain't caught up to your physical yet. They're not gonna believe you because they don't think that right. And then when it comes to fruition, then they blame it on something else, and you already knew the whole time who this person was. But you gave it a chance, or you knew how this job was, but you gave it a chance when God was telling you don't do it. So don't always go on what you think. Pray about it and let God guide you. It's always God's plan. It's never your plan. It's always God's plan. He may give you the idea. He may give you the idea to birth on pen and paper or whatnot, and you'll know if it's a spiritual gift from Him. You'll know if it's a spiritual gift. Other than that, man, don't go against the grain when God got you. The Spirit got you. The universal God, Buddha, whomever you pray to. Don't ever go against that. You feel me? So that's my spiel for this morning. Y'all go ahead and get you some coffee. Go get you some God up in you. Go praise God, Allah, Buddha. Spiritual. If you want to, get your herbs and whatever it is that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like just do it to help you advance. Make sure you do what you need to do in the right format. But it's the Brown Bomber Alert. It's your boy Ferdinand Brown. Y'all have a good morning. I'll check with y'all later. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Shout out to Baltimore for the win last night, though. You know what I'm saying? But we got to make sure Cleveland handle business, or whatever the case may be. But that's another story for another day. Refocus your focus. Brown Bomber Alert. Farrell, out.